Same thing that you've been doing on Wednesday. The only difference, a couple of days ago, we were trying to find unit rate from word problems. Now we're going to find unit rate using other forms of data. Equivalency ratio table here. That's the sports bike. And the leisure bike is using coordinate plane. All right, now Seals already made a realization to try to figure out which is the more efficient bike or which one will travel more miles on a gallon of gas. She already said, well, we already can take an equivalent ratio, 10 and 550, and compare it to the 10 and 575 here. And we realize that the sports bike can go more miles per 10 gallons. We're going to do it using TRF because this won't always be the case. Let's find the unit rate for each based on the two sets of data. First, the sports bike. Make a label, sports. Make your template, gallons over miles. Understand so far? The sports is the name of the bike. The template's gallons over miles. And I'm going to take my first ratio in the table and plug it into the template, 5 over 287.5. Equals what over what? This is the piece that students always forget. I'll be reminding you constantly up next couple of weeks, up until the next quiz, what to do with that second part. Yeah. 1 over blank, yeah. What we're trying to find. We rainbow it out. From order to get from 5 to 1, we're dividing by what factor? Just say it out loud. So we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. It's probably a good idea that I show you division of decimals anyway, because kids are getting hung up on that. Remember, 287 divided by 5 is going to put 5 outside of the house and 287 in. Yes. All right, we'll get to it. Let's go through the process. Lil, 5 into 28. What is 5 times 5? Barchi, 5 into 37. 5 times 7, Matt. Still not done. As long as we have numbers to bring down and a remainder to deal with, we've got to still keep bringing it down. 5 into 25. And it terminates. We now know that the sports bicycle can go 57.5 miles on a single gallon of gas. That takes care of the sports bike. We now got to compare it to the leisure bike. I'll do it in a different color. All right, I'm going to erase the long division because I need room. Remember that this line represents every single equivalent ratio. But when we pick out a point, we want to pick out a point where we have values that are even whole numbers. So I have a value here. I'm still going to use the same template, gallons over miles. The key is once I picked out a coordinate, make sure that the top goes where it's supposed to go and the bottom goes where it's supposed to go. So this particular coordinate right here, this 2 is gallons, and gallons has to be on top. So it's going to be 2 over 110. That's my miles. Equals What over what? Jay. 1 over what we're trying to find. We don't know it's 55 yet. But you're right. When you divide both the top and the bottom by 2, he's right, you'll get 55. So the leisure bike can go 55 miles on a single gallon. Which one can go further on a single gallon of gas? Hey.
It would be the sports.
So that's the more efficient bike. We're going to put that here. And how much further can it go on a single gallon? Go ahead, Pete. Be careful here. Remember, this was 57.5. The difference between 57.5 and 55. 2.5 miles. Okay, let's go to this one. Read through it, and same thing, look at me when you're done and we'll talk about it. Same idea, trying to find unit rate. We've already done coordinate plane. What's new now is being able to figure out unit rate from an equation. You're going to be floored at how easy it is. But let's do what we've already done. Let me do super